Hey there everybody, just a real quick video to kind of talk about what I experienced this past weekend. As a content creator, you're always looking for opportunities to use your cameras and to hone your craft. And so this weekend, weather was great, had a chance to go out and do a little hiking. Nothing, very extreme, just, a local trail that goes up a, small little mountain. They call it Pine Mountain here in Georgia. And had an opportunity to go out there and, share some time with a friend and break out a couple cameras and, kind of get outside, right? So what cameras did I take? I decided to take some of the smaller cameras. I took a GoPro Hero 7. I was gonna mount that and get some kind of POV shots. Also took my Insta360 Go 2. Was gonna kind of do a similar thing, hook that up to my backpack and get some, POV footage. And I took my Insta360 360 camera because I wanted to get some 360 footage as I'm climbing up the trail. And then when I got to the very top, get a nice little 360 image that I could look at later and just kind of practice editing. So that was the plan. But how did it go? Well, I get to where I'm going. I get to the parking lot and I'm with my friend, and he's a bit of a, I don't want to say tech junkie, but he likes content creation kind of like I do. So when I told him I had all these cameras, he was very excited. And so I break them all out and I explain what I'm going to do with each one. And so he's pretty hyped. And so I said, look, you can use one of the cameras if you like, and we'll mount it on to you and you wear it, and then I'll wear one, and we'll get different perspectives. So the plan seems to be going along pretty well. Weather's great, cameras, everything. So why am I making this video? Everything's about to change. Okay, so the first camera that we decided to start up and position was my GoPro. Now, mind you, I took the GoPro out, being the proactive content creator that I am, and I wanted to try it because, let me back up. There are a couple things I wanted to do with the GoPro. One, obviously clip it to a backpack or a shirt and get some POV footage, but I also have the Grav Grip, which you hook on to a long pole, and you can get some really nice sweeping shots, and they're it's a stabilizer, but it really looks like a drone, okay? So I practiced using that here in the house, and then I charged the GoPro for the entire morning. So what do you think happens when I get to Pine Mountain to actually do my hiking? You got it. It was dead. I turn it on, it's at 0. Somehow, along the way, it had gotten turned on, whether it was while it was charging or while it was in my bag on the way there, whatever, it's at 0. That's instantly a dud. So we put that away. Now we've got the other two cameras we have to deal with. So we get those positioned, and the thing about the Go 2, when it's away from its case, the whole front face is a button. And so, of course, trying to get it mounted, I end up pressing that thing about 3 or 4 times, end up starting recordings. So that's extremely frustrating. So I finally get that thing set up the way I want it. We start walking, my friend's wearing that, and I've got the 360 camera. So he presses the button, and we do get some footage. More about that later. So the 360 camera. So I have that on the invisible selfie pole, or the invisible stick that comes with it. And I start getting my footage. It's in a backpack and it's sticking up like an antenna. All right, great perspective. The problem is because it uses friction, it's a twist. So the pole, when you twist the pole, that's how it locks into place. I've got it in the backpack. Well, as I'm walking, it's jostling the pole. So what do you think happened? It kept sliding down. So I would be walking along, we'd be talking, and next thing you know, I would hear this and it would fall. I'd have to reposition it. Then it would fall. And so the whole time, that's what I'm having to deal with. So between all the setup in the parking lot and dealing with this and trying to make sure that we turn the Go 2 on because it has a very short recording a limit, I guess, or a time frame. It's either 5, 10, or 15 minutes. And so he kept having to deal with that. It really took me away from what I was trying to do, which was go hiking and spend time with a friend. This stuff was supposed to be invisible. It was supposed to be turn it on, leave it alone, and get your shots without any effort. And that's exactly what it wasn't. So that's why I'm making this video. Let me expand. This is one of my biggest contentions when it comes to being a content creator, and it's something that you've got to learn to deal with. When you're creating your content, it takes you out of whatever it is you're doing, takes you away from it. You're no longer part of what's going on. You're dealing with your cameras. You're dealing with the setup, the settings, making sure things are charged. So it takes you away from what you're doing. So that's the compromise. If you want to be a content creator and capture those moments, it's hard to be part of those moments. So that's the whole crux of this video. This weekend, I wanted to go hiking, spend some time with a friend, and just, oh yeah, by the way, capture some footage and bring it home and edit it and, hone my craft. But I found it very irritating, very frustrating that things didn't work, or that they didn't capture what I wanted, or it took me away from what I was trying to do. So my question is this: have you ever felt the same way? Have you ever run into the same obstacles? Hey, if so, hit me up in the comments below, let me know, because I'd like to know whether or not I'm the only one who experiences these problems, or is it something you've kind of come face to face with too? Hey, this is Mike. This is Low Def Media. Thanks a lot for taking the time. Hit the subscription button and, subscribe. Make sure to hit that like button if you got any value out of this content, and we'll see you in the next one.